Texas, Jones AT&T Stadium, where their tortillas will be flying in celebration and in support of their beloved Texas Tech Red Raiders. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Boston College Eagles, taking on a team recharged after a much-needed bye week, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Boston College lined up, ready to kick off and get things going. He'll call for the fair catch here. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking for a productive play on first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, they give to the back. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to run for it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Makes a move. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The offense set for a first down play. Power football with the run. Turns it on in midfield. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Boston College wants to play fast. Right back to the well. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, then.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out. And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there in the third down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
This Boston College offense has it working. Leaves it with the back. Bulldoze ahead. He's down at the 18 after picking up 5.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The play action fake. They're bringing heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. It's complete to the left. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Boston College! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. Fair catch called for and made. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Quick completion on the out route. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket the slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
And you don't want to start this game with 2 straight punts. Big 3rd down opportunity coming here. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. And that pass intercepted. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Now on 2nd and short after the first down completion. From the gun, the running back has it. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to move it through the air. Keeps the play going. Going to try to get it himself. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Boston College right back to the line. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
The Golden Eagles have their offense in high gear. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Fires left. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was, but that ball landed out of bounds.
After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Running to the left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. Never a doubt. And that lead grows even bigger. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Boston College 10, Texas Tech 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll try the run. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
And here we go. If you're an offense, you've got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Firing to the right, complete. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. It's complete to the right. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. To the ground with the back. Got room at the 35. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. Give him 96 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
The give to the left side. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Great play by the defense there. Listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat them.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Boston College will try to get it in on a 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A lot of times when that ball's coming out, you can tell the offensive linemen want to get those defensive linemen's hands down. They want to hit them, engage on them. Great job by the defensive end, getting his hands up in the air and getting the deflection.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. It's complete on the right side. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Throws to the tight end. Fires into traffic. Picked off. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Boston College. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Mississippi State is down, but not out of it. Not with those cowbells ringing inside Davis-Wade Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. They're trailing by 13 to UConn. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Split backs here. Trying the left side. Still on his feet at the 45. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. He wants to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
They'll line up for a second down play. On the option. Now the toss. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. They'll leave it with him. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
At the 43. Now, fourth down.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his man and they convert. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup and it'll be a first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And the Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Getting some heat. He's got his man. Makes the grab. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's looking for an open man on second down. Got the back over the middle. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Red Raiders will boot it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They'll start this third quarter with a run. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. He's had a day, 103 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Fires to the tight end. At the 45, on his way. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
It's amazing in college football, the tight end position and how much has changed. Back in the day, you're a blocking guy, maybe you catch a flat route. Today, these guys have athleticism, and you just saw it from that dude after the catch on that last one.
Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. Gets it out quickly. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The give to the back. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone.
These DBs better stay ready because even though they're trailing by a lot in this game, the opponent's not trying to run the ball and bleed the clock. They are still taking shots, so you're going to have to continue to try to make plays back there deep.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
These QBs that can scramble and buy time, you just got to have a lot of energy. I mean, you got to keep chasing, keep chasing. Sometimes you run upfield, you got to retrace your steps. QB won that battle, and now you got another chance, 1st and goal. Get your mind right.
Touchdown, Boston College! And the stomping has commenced.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Good timing on the quick out. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
On second down, just keeps firing. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. It's caught downfield. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Trying to show their strength with the run on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on fourth down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward if they're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. The give to the back. And the Golden Eagles get enough for the first down.
Well, this defense is on its heels right now, especially trying to stop the run. They're just not being physical enough. They give up another run right there for a first down. Someone's going to have to step up and make a play.
All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. They get him stopped after he picked up a 5 to the 28.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They go to the ground. Tackled, but he has a first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Boston College putting together a very efficient drive. Give to the running back. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Here's the handoff. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
And you've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Just drives it between the uprights. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He'll call for the fair catch here. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
I love when players understand situations, and they understand where the first down marker is, and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
42 Spider. 4-2. Oh, what a grab by the defense.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22. And short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? Running back searching for a hole. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
Did a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, boom, and making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
It's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Fair catch called for and made. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time. and they could use one here. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room.
Unloads it downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
On first down, here comes this offense. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. This offense has a second down play. The quarterback takes a knee. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And they'll take a knee. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you can tell they're starting to get in a groove, figure out